The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 13. You get the Nasdaq up 14. S&Ps are down 1. We have gold trading down $1.60 at $13.55. Silver is up 14 cents at $20.49. You get the oil market down 80 cents at 40.80. Bonds, 10-year note, down 9 ticks, 132.24. 30-year off a full point, 7 ticks, 173.07. We got King Dollar up 200 ticks at 95.69. And guess what? We got window dressing happening.
You'd think we have a calm market if you see those numbers, but we're getting some action right now, aren't we?
We're getting some action. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
What's happening?
Morning,
How
Darrell.
you doing? And listen,
I'm doing great.
And listen, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top of the side. You'll bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can follow along with us, and you see how these defined contracts trade. And if you have been trading on the platform, you see that they changed the setup basically on the front page out here today. It's kind of it's a little bit different. I had to go back to the filter instead of the market filter to the finder filter.
Okay.
What happens is that we can go through this later. But
Okay. There's different filters you can use.
There are. I like to find the filter because that's what was there before.
Sure.
It was just easier.
So look at this NASDAQ 100, huh?
Yeah,
20 points in the last 20 minutes, practically.
Let's take a look at this, baby. So NQU6. Here she goes. So at the open, she gets the spike in. We're up $12 right now. The low, as what Tommy's just saying, we were at 21.21. Now you're at 47.21. We're at 47.38. And I sold it. What else is new?
Well, you get some defined risk, and I know you have a couple different trades, right? One of them, though, I know is a spread till 11 a.m.
Yep. So if you come over to the Nadex platform, folks, let's see what I did here. Where am I? I'm right.
Yep.
Okay. So I did a couple different things here. This morning, I sold. Now, what happens is that you can do dailies, folks. You can do indices. You can do commodities. You can do currencies. And my bear suit went back on kind of like last night, basically. And I suspect that we had a couple different things end up happening. All the big NDX equities are out, so we know what happens there. They had a nice expansion, no doubt. We got window dressing happening today and tomorrow. We'll see what goes with that. But bottom line is that I was looking at these weekly binaries. And I like to set up, closing under 46.68. And we're at 47.37 right now.
Yeah, and so this is the contract we have up here. Right now it's 84 by about 90. And it looks like you got in that at almost 79.
Right.
And that was at about 7:30 in the morning, which is probably somewhere around here.
Yeah.
So at the time, was it like 47, maybe 27?
It was up a little, yeah.
So it's about like 60 points on the week, which, considering we just got 20 points of movement in the last 20 minutes, right? That's the kind of volatility you're looking for with that type of a trade, for sure.
And in particular, I like...
Just to the different direction, but you got some time.
Well, I like... The main reason I did that this morning, I was watching Europe. Europe was up pretty good this morning, folks, okay? Europe sold off hard. So I was like, okay, man, they're starting to sell it off there. And it'd be very unusual, folks, that you see Europe up at highs and they start selling it off and that doesn't move over to our markets, because we're in a one-world market. That's what it really comes down to.
And then on the other one, you have it's only a 10-point spread, so your max profit is at 47.20. It looks like, and that's till 11 a.m. So I mean,
that one there though, I have to have it come down 5 points by 11
to get the setup.
Yeah, because I'm over. I sold the 47.30.
Right, that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a 10-point spread, 47.20 to 47.30. That's what your max profit's at 47.20.
Right. Yeah. And if we go inside. And see what's happening inside the market right now, okay? Let's see. We'll go to the NDX first because that is still the only indices that's up. So what's moving it is you got Biogen up $15. You got Regeneron up $11. You got Alexa Pharmaceutical up $3, and you got INCY up $2.23. So these biotechs are taking off. Let me just see this biotech for a second. Okay, so you're up $5. The benchmark on this IBB, folks, is $5 lower. You're talking that 289 level. So we'll see if it closes over this bottom line. Is that? Let me look at this for a second. No, it's not. That's a monthly. On the weekly, I believe it's 305. 1 second. Yeah, it's 304.76. We'll see whether it can. We'll see if it can make it to 304.76. Yeah. Darrell Martin, Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling a problem with us, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down 20. Nasdaq is up 14. S&Ps are down 2. We're gonna be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 1, Nasdaq's up 21, S&Ps are up half a point, and bottom line is that this market, that even the Dow, bottom line is that that got a little juice in it in between that break. So inside the Dow, let's see what the strength versus the weakness is. So Apple's the leader. That's up 0.9%. ExxonMobil is the laggard. That's down 2%. Chevron's off 1.3. Verizon's down 0.4. Walmart is up 0.8. Pfizer is up 0.7, and Big Mac is up 0.4.
You say Big Mac?
Big Mac, yeah, McDonald's. MCD, no doubt. So what are you looking at out there, Darrell?
I got Nasdaq up right now, and I mean this volume strength just keeps climbing.
Yeah,
I mean it's not doing it weak. It's not just inching up. I mean it's doing it pretty strong, and I'm waiting for it to have a little.
It's
ebb and flow on that upside to give us a good downside signal, man. But right now it's just going.
It's not only going. It just took the swing point out and ate it alive.
Yeah.
At 47.44.
Yeah, I see volume just increasing. So
10 minutes. So we're
7 past.
Thank you. So yeah.
9 past.
Okay, so now you're at new highs. I believe this would be new highs, right? Yeah. So now the bottom line, we'll see whether it holds the 47.36. 47.36 from yesterday. If we go over to the NQs, we take a look at the QQQs. The Qs are at 115.76, which is a new high. And 400,000. Yeah, and it took the volume out from even Friday. So bottom line is that these, and it's the...
I was just going to say, incredible charts after that Brexit collapse. It's like straight up for...
If we go over to the UK, so go to the UK quick, what you're going to see is that the UK this morning was intriguing. I mean, the UK is the one that, went from 57.88 the day of the vote or the day after the vote and ran all the way up to 67.80. And that's what gave it up this morning. So this is going to be intriguing watching even our markets, because it gave it up pretty good. And the DAX followed right along with it. Now, what we have, of course, is that we have window dressing happening. So today and tomorrow, and all window dressing is, folks, is a natural phenomenon that money's coming out of paychecks, IRAs, going into the market, and money managers put it to work. Because if they don't put it to work, they don't get paid in it. They don't get paid on cash in accounts. So that's why you see it get to work. Doesn't mean that the market. I've seen window crashing also versus window dressing. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't see it a lot though. You don't see it.
Being invested to get their percent big off of it, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Fee. Yeah, they have to make sure it's invested too.
They do. They just don't get paid in cash. So that's
We use that term loosely. But they've invested it. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's go over to the gold contract. So gold out here, and it's going to be intriguing watching this thing shake out. So gold had wide price spread, had volume on Friday, and we'll see whether it can hang up this at that 1355 area. So if it does, guess what? You can test these highs, but the equities themselves look to me like they are going to pull back because it was Gold Corp that gave you the big heads up. Gold Corp came down last week, broke a B point, broke with volume. So, we'll see whether that's the beginning of a pullback. And if it is, I think what it's going to be is that it's going to be like the deal that the gold and silver equities are going to go with the broad market, which has happened many times before.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started the gold report, folks, That was one of the biggest shockers in 2002. Everyone was getting into gold, including myself, thinking the market's going to get killed, right? What ended up happening is that S&Ps goes up, gold goes up, gold equities go up. Then all of a sudden it pulls back and everything pulls back together. Yeah. So that phenomenon was happening for a long period of time. And, you know, what has...
Well, if you could figure out which one was moving first that day, you could get a little bit of an edge on it, too.
Yeah, you could there's...
We would do that on the show sometimes.
Right. No, it's pretty cool that's when it moves like that, that's what it does. And I suspect, you know, the gold and gold equities moved much faster than everything else at the beginning of the year. They've been kind of laying out here for almost 2 months now, going sideways. And it's like, when I saw Gold Corp start moving back downtown last week with volume, breaking that B point, it's like, okay, man, you know, is that the beginning? Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. Can you take a look at oil as well?
Yeah.
I mean, all those, you know, the biggest declining stocks are mostly oil stocks.
It is, and I think this is the heads up, right what you said, okay? So what you have is that oil, okay, what we did, if you want to see a test, and this is just crazy when this happens, meaning within the penny, it's like, okay. So oil on Friday traded to 40.57. It was testing that high volume swing from April 18th, which was 40.58, and it rejected it. So now what's really wild, folks, is that over the weekend, and I don't know what the exact price is. In fact, remember we were watching it last night at your house, when Saudi Arabia came out and discounted their oil price to Asia.
Okay.
Because and they didn't say what the price was, you know, what the contract price was, even though we're looking at oil, but they didn't say what it was. Saudi Arabia, well, let's see if we got Saudi Arabia cuts oil price to Asia as Iran battle heats up. Saudi Aramco, the world's largest exporter, lowered pricing terms for Arab light crude sold to Asia by the most in 10 months. Oh, here it is. Okay. State-owned Saudi Arabia oil company said Sunday it will sell cargoes of light September crude at $1.10 a barrel below Asia's benchmark. That is cutting the price. That is a pricing cut of $1.30 from August, the biggest drop since November. We don't know what the benchmark is. That's what's going on.
Well, it says the next line, the company was expected to lower the pricing by $1 a barrel.
Okay.
So lowered it $1.10.
Yeah.
Iran's boosting production.
Right. And that's...
They're all indicators for the price of oil going down.
And that's the best oil in the world, folks. The light sweet crude is the one that needs the least amount of refining. So that that is the El Primo oil. Yeah, and well, what's interesting? So if we go over to the XLE and we look at this, what you'll see, the XLE rejected lower price on Friday, and now it looks like it's going to blow right by it, man. I mean, we've already done 4.2 million shares. 16 million was the amount we did on Friday, and this thing wants to go south. So it's possible that is the beginning. That sector is the first sector that is going to continue to keep some pressure on the NDX 100. Yeah. I mean, on the S&Ps, not the NDX 100.
Right, yeah.
The S&P. Been a major sector inside the
NDX.
Index.
Sad but true. You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tony, myself, we're coming right back. Dow right now is up 4, Nasdaq's up 24, S&P's up half a point. We're going to right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 2, the Nasdaq's up 23, S&P's flat. And folks, don't forget, as you come over to our website at TFNN, Darrell has a great scanner that you can test drive 30 days absolutely free. Darrell, can you walk them through what exactly is on the scanner and in the scanner?
The scanner lets you select multiple instruments and multiple time frames at one time. It'll then let you narrow down by proximity to where the contract is in the market. So is it near the floor, the ceiling? Is it near the actual underlying market price? But it'll let you look at risk reward and how much option premium in there. So if you're a premium trader, maybe you don't want any, or maybe you want a lot because you're trying to collect it.
Okay.
So it'll do that for you. It has instant submit orders on it. It has stop market or stop limit orders built into it. Something you can't do on the Nadex platform.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
You can flip between live and demo really easily. Obviously, it has the spreads and it has the binaries.
Okay.
And you can tear everything off. So let's say I'm trading NASDAQ. I can grab this window. I can tear it out.
Yeah.
And I can put it over here, right near my NASDAQ chart.
Sure.
So I don't have to be focusing on going back and forth on screens. I can just, there's little Windows programs out there where you can pin, window to the top. And so I can pin that on top of my chart on the left side out of the way. So I have that ready. And it even has the filters inside of it, so I can help filter down those contracts on the NASDAQ and just see the ones that I want to see. So if I just want to see, say daily contracts that are trading, near the market.
Yes.
Which are, pretty common ones that you'll see me trading.
Right.
I click those 2 buttons instantly out of every single possible contract available on Nadex, and they have 10,000 a day.
Unbelievable.
So out of that, there is the one contract that meets my daily, meaning it'll work till 4:15.
Okay.
Contract that is within less than 10 ticks of where the underlying market's currently trading.
Yep.
And there's only one. And I mean, there's a lot to look through.
Yes.
But there's only one that matches that. So instead of wasting my time searching through option chains, I click 2 buttons, there it is, and if I want to fire off an order, just click the button.
Now, how does the stop limit aspect work inside this? This is pretty cool.
The stop limit, what it will do is you pop open a ticket.
Yeah.
And then some things that Nadex didn't quite have the same ability to do. that I was able to put together, and I have a trailing stop function coming in soon with an OCO on it also. That's my next project. But what it does, you just click stop trigger right there.
Yeah.
And what it does, it bases it on the indicative, the underlying market price.
Okay.
Okay. Because, like, I mean, there's only 20 contracts. Somebody can take out the volume, and then all of a sudden you get a false trigger, right?
Yes.
So it bases it on the indicative, and it requires a minimum order size. So that way, if something really weird happens and there's no liquidity, it'll wait until liquidity comes back into the market.
Yeah.
Okay. You can say how many ticks off the market, because if the market's moving, you usually want to put an order a couple ticks above, a couple ticks below, or else you just get stuck in limit.
Yes.
And your order's just sitting there but not filled. So you can make that 0. I usually just default it at 10, and a lot of times I even get better fills.
Okay.
And then you can define
a
worst limit price.
Okay.
So let's say I wanted to buy when this went up to 47, 50, but I didn't want to buy it above 47.52 because my target's 47.55, whatever, something like that. I can put 47.52, and it won't submit a limit order higher than that for me on my buy side.
Right.
So I can cap it, so it doesn't just do 10 ticks above the market no matter where it is. So if the market flies somewhere crazy, like stuff that was happening Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
You're capping what's going out there. If I want to raise the liquidity, maybe I'm doing larger order sizes and I want the whole order to be filled. I can say, hey, I want 20 or 40 or 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can tell it when to stop looking for it. So maybe at the end of this bar, my order is no longer valid.
Okay.
Or
that's pretty cool, man.
30 minutes before it's no longer valid. I can put that in there and it'll stop monitoring it. And then once I do all that, so if I went in here and said 47, let's say 55. Okay. On a buy side.
Yeah.
And I can go down here and say, activate my stop trigger. It's waiting for it, and a required market size is available. It's waiting on the trigger price to happen to fire off the order. I can use that to get in an order. Like, let's say I'm going to buy when it breaks this price or above this high. Or I can use it to get out of an order.
I love how you got it based off the indicative index, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so now my next step is I'm going to have a new button in here. It's going to make it where you can do an OCO. So, like once you get in, a lot of times you want to set a take profit, a stop loss, and walk away.
Right.
And or I want a trailing stop. Maybe I'm like, hey, if it goes 40 points up, hey, I'll take it. But who knows if it's going to go that far, really. So I have, I'll put in like a 5 points away. It'll cut my risk down. And then I'll just tell it to trail every 5 points. And, hey, if it's a nice, clean trail and doesn't do more than a 5-point retrace, it'll keep me in until either does retrace or it goes 40 points up.
And on a big trending day, that's a beautiful thing.
And you don't have to sit there once you're in, it's almost like now you're really stuck, So I wanted to make it where not only did I have the stop ability, but I have the exit ability, and I didn't have to set 2 orders. And if I do butterflies, I'll get out of one and, get out of both sides at the same time.
Yes.
So how can I do that? And, if it wins or loses. And so I wanted to just make it even easier. I'm trying to basically add in things that I'm used to as a futures trader.
Right.
Or, a stock trader to be used.
Sure.
A forex trader.
Yep.
And so, because I use Nadex a lot more like a futures trader would use Nadex.
No, I do too.
Or
there's no doubt. Right.
And I'm like, I look at my chart. It's going to go long. I'm going to buy. Okay, where I'm going to set my take profit. And sometimes I choose the really low risk ones. I don't have to worry about a stop loss. But, maybe you want to do a trailing stop. So if it does flat 30 points while you're out to lunch.
Yes.
And comes back down, you can have it trail on up and walk away. And, hey, you know what? You got 20 of the 30 instead of only getting 5 because it fell all the way back down by the time you got back from lunch.
Right.
Things like that. So just trying to make it better, easier for me to trade. And I really built it for myself. And I was like, hey, I might as well share it. And help other traders out too.
And the bottom line is it's tied right into the exchange. So what happens, folks, is that as you test drive it, you can fire your orders right off of this.
And it actually it's faster than theirs. Theirs is like set to throttle like 2 times per second. Mine updates 500 times a second. So it's really fast.
So check it out, folks, right in the front page of TFNN. And we go over to the market right now. Let's see what we got happening here. So NQU6.
Yeah, I was looking at a short on NASDAQ.
Yeah.
Coming up. See that right there? Got all these short orders coming in.
Yeah, 1 second. I got to look at your screen. 1 second. Let's see where we are. Right there.
So the volume was accumulating on this uptrend. We had a little pullback with no volume. And then it did a couple more stunts to rise on up we didn't have a lot of volume on those last couple legs where it pushed up. So in comparison, so I'm doing there's a new little thing I'm working on called volume accumulation.
Okay.
And basically, I look at a trend, sort of like a zigzag type thing.
Yeah.
But I look at the volume instead of looking at it as in ticks or in minutes. I'm like, well, let's look at it in the trend and how much volume actually happened in that leg.
Sure.
Up. Then
Right.
the leg down, how much was there? Then the next leg up, was there as much strength? Was there as much resilience, or is it dying off? And so I'm looking at that and sort of look more for, I guess you could say, a divergence. You know, so when I see a big leg up and all of a sudden the volume dies off, but the price keeps going up, to look for a possible short.
You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tommy, myself, we're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right now we have the Dow down 18, Nasdaq's up 19, S&Ps are off $1, and we are going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, folks, if you haven't test drove that Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. Bring the platform up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And it's crucial that you use this paper money first when you're going through these different defined contracts, folks. And I expect this week's going to be a good week volatility-wise.
We're seeing volatility straight out of the gate, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And what's going to be intriguing here, folks, is that what is this dollar going to do? Because the dollar got crushed on Friday. Came down hard. It's trying to make it back up, but it looks to me like we very well could get a test to that where it broke out from before we get higher price. So it's like, okay, what does that mean for the marketplace? And I think the market's still out on that, man.
Yeah. You got bonds down a whole point, right? The 30-year.
Yep.
And international bonds have been getting hit pretty hard, too.
Yeah. And, so Fed-wise, this is where this is going to get interesting. Fed-wise, there's no August meeting. The next meeting is in September. And you already have the Fed governors out yapping thinking that, hey, we could go up in September.
Okay.
So this morning, the New York Fed governor, Dudley, which the New York Fed, folks, is the most powerful. That's the only one that they always have a vote. All the rest of them rotate. Okay. And he's out here this morning. He's doing a speech in Indonesia, and he was out there saying, well, no, September is on the table. So
yeah.
It's going to be the crying wolf again, I think.
Sure.
And it's like, every time that we bring up the rates, folks, okay, let me tell you, they're going to be hard pressed, to put them up. We're at 1.4. France is at 1/10 of 1%. Germany's still negative. So there's our rates are still so high, it's just amazing, actually.
Yeah.
We have Gator in Dallas. Say, Gator, what's going on?
Gator.
Hey, this is Keener.
Keener. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, that's all right. I'm the only one out there with that name.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Hey, Darrell.
What you got?
I got a question for you. Sorry, Tommy. I got to ask Darrell a question.
That's a beautiful thing.
What you got going on?
I was absolutely fascinated when you just mentioned your volume accumulation, what you're drilling down on there.
Yeah.
Is that I don't want to waste too much time. Everybody else is, but that's what I do. Is I use volume as a trigger to alert me of behavior, so as an event.
Right.
And it looks like you're doing the same thing. Is that part of your current platform there?
It's gonna be. It's one of those. I always try stuff out for a couple months in live trading before I put it out to anybody else.
That's what I thought. That's why I asked, because I didn't think it was current.
No, it's a newer
exactly
piece of adding because I use like expected volume and things like that. And but I was like, why not measure the volume accumulating all the way through the trend and see is it getting stronger or weaker on each successive push up. And what I'm noticing is it's getting weaker and weaker on every little rally we're getting right now in NASDAQ. We're getting more strength to the downside, and we're getting less strength to the upside. On basically every time it zigs up, less volume's happening. When it zigs down, it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So that tells me we're setting up for a nice reversal.
I think you're right, and furthermore, that's exactly what I've been doing with another software package that's been an inadequate solution. And I've been looking for a better way of doing the exact same thing. And when you mentioned, I went, holy mackerel. This guy's aiming right at what I'm trying to get done and can't adequately done. How long, I hate to ask you, but how far are you in the process of being able to deliver that feature set?
Probably a couple weeks. So, yeah, I've liked it. It's been pretty accurate so far. We'll see what happens here. I mean, we're right at a half deviation level. Market had a nice run up. Volumes died out. And volume on every single up leg is accumulating, is getting smaller and smaller, and every down leg is getting stronger and stronger. So, I'm just looking for a nice good short signal and pounce it. So
it's exactly what I've observed myself, but I haven't found an adequate tool to really do it. Is there a way of can we email you through the TFNN and get in touch with you?
Yeah, my email's on the website. Isn't that right, Tommy?
Right.
On the author page?
It's Darrell at TFNN.com.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, this whole idea of volume behavior came out of your book. I don't know.
I've learned a lot from Tommy in his book.
I know it. I know it. I listen to you all the time. And
there's magnets and everything else.
This volume behavior is, to me, the key. How many people are there buying and how many people are selling and how much their interest there is. And if you have a tool that will allow us to track this with an alert system built into it, that would be a magnificent addition.
Yeah, it'll. I mean, like I said, I've learned a lot from Tommy on the volume, the magnets, and how to plot magnets, and I've
Absolutely.
just, it's just inspired a lot of ideas along the way.
I really think, Tommy, I think you're
time of the trade right there.
Have a great one, man.
Brand is brilliant.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Okay, have a great one.
Thanks for calling in, man.
Have a safe one.
Thank you. Thank.
877-927-6648. If we go take a look at the NDX is still strong. NQs are up 24 right now. Inside of that, the biotechs are the leaders. All four biotechs. Biogen up 5%. Alexa up 2.8. Regeneron up 2.6. INCY up 2. Taken away from it is NetEase is down 2.2. Citrix is down 2. Western Digital is off 1.3, and Stericycle is down 1. Inside the Dow, well, I only need one index.
No, yep, there we go. Oh, nope, not quite. We'll get there. Nope. Okay, yeah.
Inside the Dow, yeah, it's the oils that are taking it south. Apple's giving it juice on the upside. Apple's at 105. Yeah, this thing wants to get, let's see, so 104 is the number here for Apple. We'll see whether 104 closes the gap, and we're right at it right now. And that was the gap downtown. That's when it blew apart with 22 million shares on the way down. Yeah, and CL, the oil contract right now, folks, is going after actually, let's bring up that oil contract with the Nadex platform.
Nadex.
So what we're looking at this, the April 18th, the swing low, and that's what it's going after. And if we break that swing low, we tested it on Friday. If you break that swing low, man, then that whole deal into $40 is game.
Okay.
And psychologically, that's not going to be a great number for oil companies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just psychologically.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
can have a big effect sometimes.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. And the deviant part about this move is that it held it really nice on Friday, and the XLE did too, and then all of a sudden just came right back at you. Do you know what I mean? You stay right there, folks. Darrell, Tommy, myself, we're coming right back. Don't forget, you can test drive Darrell's scanner coming over to our website at TFNN. Of course, you can open a Nadex account. Just hit the banner and you can open that right up.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow flat, Nasdaq's up 26, S&Ps are up a point, and of course, bottom line, we get the first day of August happening.
I know, it's amazing it's August already.
Isn't it amazing? There's no doubt. And, of course, Tommy, Darrell, myself, we do this program every Monday and Friday. Tommy and I are on every day at 10 o'clock in the morning. We're always trading this product. So we'll see how this the weekly one works out for me inside this NDX. I need 46.68, and we're at 47.50 right now. So next few days,
time is on your side. That's for sure right now.
Today, that's right. Today and tomorrow, it's going to feel good. Time being on my side. Exactly.
For an out of the money, when you're risking one to make four, that type of trade.
Right.
It would be nice if right out of the gate, everything went your way. But there's a reason why you give yourself 5 days on that type of trade. When
And that's just how I felt putting it on this morning. Meaning, not that I was hoping that it would be good to me right out of the gate.
Yeah, of course. But, if you're going to make trades like that, have the mentality to not get super stressed out instantly. That's for sure. And I know you do understand
it's 200 for 800,
right.
basically.
And part of that is the mentality, like you're saying, where you go in knowing, number one, it's a hugely out of the money trade. You're gonna lose probably more than you're gonna win in that trade.
Right.
And you have some time, so don't let it get to you immediately.
And what does happen when you're at highs like this? I mean, if this gets away from the high, it's gonna go a lot higher. But if it doesn't get away from the high, like between today and tomorrow.
I just mean, it's not even 11 a.m. on Monday, right?
Right.
You shouldn't be too freaked out by market action.
No, I'm not.
I'm speaking to almost any trade like that. Or if you're making a 5-day option trade,
right?
You can't start panicking.
Right.
An hour and a half into the first market activity. Yeah, exactly. But there's what a tendency to, right? I'm probably harping on it because there's such a tendency to, and I've traded the same thing, and you want to say, oh man, it's already shooting against me, and you can, but be aware of what you're trading and the expectation.
Exactly. And of course, folks, don't forget, we got a lot of great programming coming up for you. We've got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters in Chicago. Steve Rhodes at 1, Dave White at 2. I'll be back this afternoon. Always got to remember, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do live programming, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. And all of that, folks, if you've never watched it on your cell phone, check it out. Just put TFNN inside your browser, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD quality video as well as audio. And it pops across those phone screens. Pretty amazing.
It pops across those phone screens. It sure does.
It does. I love how it pops across them.
Pops across them.
Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, it's some amazing HD quality, and I encourage people as well.
Yeah. That's and do not don't if you're driving your car, folks. Don't.
That's what TFNN.mobi is for.
Yeah.
The audio.
Right.
Seriously.
Right. Exactly.
You just pull it up. I just put my phone down, and then it's just got like your radio.
Right. Right. It's pretty amazing how far everything has come.
Yeah, it's just so quick, right?
Yeah.
Communication is instant across the globe, and that's kind of speaks to it. I mean, live streaming's now instant in terms of you can live stream yourself. Everybody has a HD video camera and a access to a streaming channel in their pocket.
In their pocket.
Now with the Facebook Live thing and everything and all
that.
Right,
that's it. You know, literally, you have an HD camera with a streaming access, you know, built into your everyone's phone.
Then it goes
live. How does that change everything? We'll see.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Darrell. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Darrell, thanks so much, man. Have a great week, safe week. Look forward to the show Friday. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Dow right now, folks, is up 2. Nasdaq's up 27. S&P's are up $1.50. You stay right there. Basil's coming right up, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.